I have been broken up with a couple of times.
Lots of times.
I have never been broken up with.
I have been broken up with.
I have been broken up with.
No, yeah, I've been totally broken up with. I think most of the times I've done the breaking up, but this last one I got broken up with, and it was really devastating.
I was pretty convinced this guy and I were dating, and then he told a mutual friend of ours that we were just friends and he was sorry I misunderstood the situation. And he never talked to me about that.
So he was driving from New York, like preparing to break up with me, and I was like lighting candles in the hotel room and like, you know, filling the tub with bubble bath and buying his favorite beer. So we both had very different ideas of how that night was gonna end. And we both had to stay in that hotel that night after he broke up with me.
We were together for 4.5 years, and he broke up with me over the phone.
The shittiest way someone has broken up with me is by showing up on a red carpet with another girl. Yep.
I didn't make it clear that I was breaking up with him, so I told him that I wanted to slow down and to take a step back to being friends, and I thought that he knew what that meant. And then a week or two later, he was like, you want to be done dating. I wish you just said that. And it was really bad.
This one time I was talking on the phone with a boyfriend, and he was telling me he just got a power drill, and he kept like whirring it in the background. And at some point I said, if you do that one more time, I'm hanging up and I'm never speaking to you again. And he did it, and I hung up, and that was our breakup. I refused to talk to him ever again.
I basically was running after him, and he thought that I wanted to get back with him, and instead I broke up with him, and I took the keys to my apartment from him, and it was really bad. I think he was in a bad situation in his life, and I dumped him at his worst, and I think for him, it was like everything was crumbling, and the last thing that was going to fall was me.
When they can't laugh when things go wrong, and I know that not all situations when things are going bad can you laugh at, but I think that it's a sign when instead of finding a way to kind of bond together against whatever the bad thing is that happened, you turn on each other.
You stop getting excited to see them, and that's kind of when you know you're really not interested.
So it's very intangible, but yeah, when somebody just doesn't like you for you anymore, it's over.
And I think it's really hard. I mean, you just see a person that you're really close to and you love, and you try to overlook a lot of things all the time, and I don't really know.